The first pillar of sexual energy transmutation is movement. The kind of movement that I am referring to is the things that I am teaching you inside of the womb activation embodiment practices. This is where we cultivate our connection to sensual movement, to our hips, to the juiciness that is stored in our pelvis when we allow ourselves to connect to this part of our body and grind and twerk and open up the hips. All our trauma, emotions, and frustration is stored in our hips, blocking us from being in connection to our essential nature, which is actually our most healthy, vital, organic state as women. And as you can see, it's so much fun. Look at me just twerking my ass off. It's really, really good, and it feels really sexy when you allow it to. So these movements are essential for cultivating this connection to your body and just practicing opening your body up to these kind of movements, not being afraid to feel that sensual flow, allowing yourself to feel whatever's coming up, because like I said, the hips store so much, and so of course emotions are going to come up in these movements, but just allow it to flow and allow yourself to get lost in the movement, in the hypnotic feel of this bodily sensation, how sexual, how sensual, how just free you can feel when you open yourself up to moving like this. So the rest of this practice, you can find it in the portal, Womb Activation 3. I hope you enjoy, and make sure to prioritize doing these practices multiple times. I'm not just teaching you this for your own sexual energy cultivation. These practices are obviously also going to help your sexual connection and chemistry with obviously a partner. Like, can you not see, babe? I am teaching you how to ride dick in a way that is going to change your fucking life. There, I said it. And that is the matter of the fact. These movements are going to improve your sex life by 100,000,000%. I can guarantee you that. Really, when we learn to activate our pelvis and bring our womb online while we are having sex, it truly changes the game. And these movements are how we learn how to cultivate that energy and really tap into the feeling of pleasure. What feels good? How can I move my body in a way that is going to bring me more pleasure? And can I just soften and relax and really fall into that hypnotic trance-like orgasmic pleasured state where you are no longer overthinking, but you're just flowing in a flow state with your body, with your pussy, with your sexual energy, with this intoxicatingly beautiful state of bliss, pleasure, right? Just relaxing into that and just flowing with what feels good, no longer needing to overthink anything. And in this way, sex and sexual energy becomes this very beautiful, sensual, erotic experience of yourself, of intimacy with yourself, and then also with another, sharing that energy with another, receiving that energy back from another too, if they are also connected to their body in this deep sensual way, because this takes practice. It doesn't just naturally come online, and so we have to really learn to be so present in the body and not just aroused from this mental state of lust, but actually feel the stirring of the sexual energy from within the body herself, from within the pussy, from within the womb, from within the hips. That really wet ass pussy kind of energy, right? And we cultivate that through movement in a massive, massive way by physically softening into the hips, into the pelvis, into the womb, and into the pussy, so that our pussies can physically soften and get juicy and get wet and be receptive to our pleasure, to our sex on a deeper level.